In order to become successful, you have to become uncomfortable. You have to be so fed up with what your life has to offer you that you become so uncomfortable that you start to make changes. As per usual, I don't have any gas in my car. I got 65 miles now. We going 10 minutes away, so we gonna be okay. But one of my homeboys, he Apple paid me $20. He was like, put some gas in your car. So I do have gas. I'm about to have gas. I just don't want to stop and get gas right now before I go to my appointment. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little minute since I recorded my last video. Today is May 1st, and the last time I recorded a video was around this time in March, which by the time y'all see this video, those two videos that I recorded in March should be out. I'm actually trying to upload one of them by tomorrow, but that video is an hour long. That was my first entrepreneur video. This is gonna be video number 2. So much has happened to me in the past month, good and bad, but the bad that I experienced honestly is not the type of bad where it's like, I don't know how to really explain it. Y'all know how sometimes something could be bad, but at the same time, there's a blessing behind that. It's that type of bad. Let's do a quick business update, right? So in the last video, and if you haven't seen it, it's gonna be linked down below. I didn't even tell y'all where I was going. Hold on. First of all, right now I'm on my way to my chemical peel appointment. This is gonna be appointment number 2. Well, it's really appointment number 3. We're not counting the first one because my first appointment, for whatever reason, my skin did not peel. She said we're gonna start over, and this is gonna be officially like appointment number 2. So I had my last appointment a month ago. My skin actually took 2 weeks to finish peeling completely, which it stopped peeling completely about 2 weeks ago. So my second round is today, which I have to be very, very careful now because since it's spring and the sun is out, you're really not supposed to be in the sun when you have a chemical peel. So I'm gonna be outside, mask on, sunglasses, bonnet. So for this video, y'all are going to see me looking real raggedy, but it don't matter because the only thing that matters is the tea that I'm spilling, okay? And I think that's one of the good things about owning your own business, where it's like you can really show up looking however you want to, but that's also something where after this appointment, I'm going to stop just throwing anything on when I go outside, especially now that it's getting warmer. I started the business officially a month ago. I dropped those products on my website. The first couple of days, it was like nothing. It kind of had me feeling a little bit unmotivated. I'm not gonna lie to you, like I wasn't doing any work towards it. Yes, I was still doing research and everything like that, but I didn't have the energy to actually get up and go like find more products to sell. My energy was just down. Like I really just felt so unmotivated. And to me, it like I tell y'all, y'all gonna hear me say this all the time, it's never about the money for me. Like it's really never about the money. I just want to know that it's working. So even if I just had gotten one order, at that point I would have known that everything that I'm working on, like the process that I went through, I did it correctly. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. Earlier my camera ended up shutting off because I was being lazy in the morning and I didn't want to charge my battery until the last minute, and I wanted to act shocked when it died. I don't know for what reason, but yeah. So I ended up getting my chemical peel. It's on my face right now. When you get your peels, you're not supposed to wash them. You're not supposed to wash your face for at least 5 hours, but me, I'm a scaredy cat. I want to make sure I do it the right way. So it's been almost 12 hours since I got my peel. It's 9:31 and I got my peel done at 11:30. This is the best my skin has ever looked. Like even my esthetician, she was like, wow, like that peel really did it for you. But like even before that, the bar soap that I'm using, it helps my skin so much. So before I jump back into what we were originally talking about, I have something that I need to open with y'all, because which is really the reason why I started my video today. I was gonna push it off to tomorrow because I was feeling lazy. I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want to pick up the camera for tonight again. But I just got off the phone with my homegirl and we just started, accountability partners. Like I love that girl so much, but we were really talking about content, we was talking about business. It's like areas that I lack in, she's up in, and vice versa. So it's like she real good when it comes to content, building yourself up. Like she just lost her Instagram page, y'all, like a month ago, and she's already almost at 10K followers on Instagram. Like she really know what she's doing. It's certain stuff that she want to start doing that I'm gonna be helping her and she's gonna be helping me. And I feel like this is what I always needed. Like I just needed a friend that was on the same type of time as me, because we were really talking on the phone for like, I literally just hung up on her to come shower, and I gotta call her back after because we're not done. So can y'all believe I've had this baby since yesterday and I did not open it at all? But this is really about to be like a life changer for me, because there's certain content that I have to get into. I want to start doing entrepreneur videos for TikTok. I want to start posting reels, and I just need a better phone quality. This is the iPhone 15 Plus. He told me not to get the Pro because he was like, I think he said this one has a better camera. I don't really remember what the reason was, but whatever it was, he gave me the phone out of the two that like better accommodated what I'm trying to do. So I'm about to open it. I be hearing with these new phones that they don't even give you like chargers or anything like that. So, oh my gosh. Oh, okay, they gave me a charger, but no box. The girls don't have this. Hold on. They don't have this. It's dead, or it's just not on. Okay, it's just not on. So I need to get a case ASAP. This is so pretty, and I love how this feels. Like I have to get a case and a screen protector. Let's go back to what I was talking about earlier with the business update. I wasn't making any sales. This was like a couple days in, and for me it was really like unmotivating, because the way that the business works, it's not like my hair company where okay, I have to constantly be promoting or anything like that. It's a different area of business. So it's like when the sales wasn't coming in, I was kind of afraid that I sent out my products the wrong way, like I didn't prep them properly. That's what I was worried about. I wake up one day, I check my email, right? Let me see if I can find the email. It's just like a whole bunch of emails like, we shipped your products, we shipped your products, we shipped your products. And it was like, I would just keep refreshing. And it's like more would just be coming like, we shipped your products, we shipped your products, we shipped your products. Then I ended up really looking at my email for real. Like I'm scrolling down like all through, because the way that the email does it is like, if it's for today, it'll just be one email thread, but with like different like subcategories, I guess you would say, with each information for the orders that got shipped out, like the tracking number, which products it is, things like that. Now like I'm really going through my email, like the email itself, and I see yesterday, the day before, I'm looking, I'm like, I made some money yesterday. Like I made some decent money yesterday. It was so surreal to me, because the day before I'm sitting here sad in my feelings like, this really not working out for me. I did something wrong. I'm overthinking. It just needed a little bit of time to like set in. And those days to follow, sales, just money coming in, money coming in, money coming in, money coming in. And it was just like unbelievable. Like it was so unbelievable. As a beginner, like the process for this business is very tedious. That's the reason why I kind of don't want to like, okay, this is what I'm doing, blah blah blah. But like in the future, I'm definitely gonna be like way more open. It is so tedious, and I do not recommend it. It's not a passive income. Like if you just so happen to know what I'm talking about, it's not a passive income. If you looking for something to really like, you don't gotta put no work into it, just get you a vending machine. Don't do this. Like don't do it. But if you don't mind the hard work until it gets to a point where the business could start running itself, then cool, stick it out. It's been like 2 days since I picked up the camera, and to be honest, I was not gonna why are my flashlights on? I really was not gonna pick up the camera today, because I really kind of took like a break this week from working, because I'm really so burnt out from last week. Today's Saturday, and the last time you guys saw me, I believe, was on Wednesday. Was that the 1st? The only reason why I'm picking up the camera is because I'm starting to get traction on my vlog, and you guys are asking me questions. And one person asked me a specific question that I was actually gonna I'm still going to do like an individual video on it. I could drop this information in this video too and just still do another one. The problem for me when it comes to doing my business videos now is that I want to eventually get to a point where I start doing like mentoring, free calls, and things like that. So I kind of have to sit down and decide what type of information that I'm going to give out on YouTube for free with no problem versus what type of information I have that I'm going to save for when I start to do the mentoring. The question that I got asked, I feel like it's like super simple. If I was to charge for that information, I would be greedy. How to properly structure a LLC. I live in the state of New York. The requirements for forming an LLC in New York is a little bit more tedious than how it may be in most states. When I did my very first LLC, I decided that I did not want to work with a middleman, meaning that I did not want to work with a third-party company to file my LLC for me. I wanted to work directly with the state of New York to get my LLC done. And I feel like this plays a huge part in the reason why I know for a fact that my business is structured 100% correctly, because if I didn't decide to do this, I wouldn't know the information that I'm about to share with you guys. New York has a requirement that once you file your LLC and your name is approved, like you've gone through the whole process, you have to publish your LLC in a newspaper for a weekly and a daily paper for 6 consecutive weeks. Once the 6 weeks is over, you're going to receive an affidavit from the newspaper company that you then have to ship off to the Secretary of State. So even though when you sign up for your LLC, you're going to receive like, okay, your LLC is active, congratulations, you're now a business. Yes, that is correct. However, if you do not do the newspaper requirement within 180 days of receiving your LLC is no longer valid. So you just spent money on an LLC because you missed a step. So if I was to work with that third-party company, I would have never known that. One thing that I will say to you guys is that while you're on your journey trying to do research and trying to figure certain things out, make sure that you connect with the people that are teaching you. Because a lot of people come on YouTube, they set up the cameras, they do the editing, they sound like they know what they're talking about when in reality, they don't. Still to this day, I've never come across a video that addressed that portion of opening up a LLC in New York, because those were the videos that I was specifically watching. I even took it to the point where I started reaching out to people that I know on a personal level who have businesses, and I'm like, hey, like when you got your LLC, did you publish it in a newspaper? They all told me no. Someone even told me like that's not even, like, I know what you're talking about, but that's optional, that's not a requirement. If you go on New York State's website, the Secretary of State's website, it literally tells you that you have to. So what did I do from there? I made a phone call. I called them and I asked, hey, is this a requirement? Yes, it's a requirement. Because the thing about it is, why would they have that information on the website if they were not requiring people to do it? A lot of people just skip over everything. I read the entirety of that page, which is why I knew that. Every state's requirement is different. I'm mostly knowledgeable on how to form an LLC in New York. So what I would tell you to do, and my advice is always going to be, call the people who really know. Like, even if you live in New York, yes, you could take my word for it. When it comes to business, and I tell my mom this all the time too, like the type of business owner that I am / I want to be, I'm never gonna just take anybody's word. Like, I want to know how to do certain things by myself. I want to know how to make contracts by myself. I want to know how to make NDAs by myself, which are things that I know how to do. Why? Because I realize like the importance of certain things when it comes to owning a business. I'm not gonna lack in knowledge when it comes to that. So yes, I'm telling you this information, but it doesn't hurt for you to call them and say, hey, I just wanted to know if it's a requirement to publish your LLC in a newspaper. And they tell you yes, they tell you no. You go from there. None of my LLCs were formed with third-party companies. In the future, they're more than likely not going to be formed with a third-party company. I'm going to deal with the state direct. Another question that was asked was how to get started. Prior to me starting as well, that's what I was confused about. And it took me going through something like traumatic to really sit down and learn. The first step is so easy, but I feel like it's the one that we overthink the most. The first step is to research. Like, literally, that's the first step. If you want to start a clothing brand, what do? You go on YouTube, you go on Google, you go on TikTok. I love researching off of TikTok. You type in how to start a clothing brand. And what do? You sit there, you watch the video. It kind of gets difficult sometimes knowing what information is true, knowing what information is not true. What I learned over time, you have to dissect. So going back to like the LLC thing, the first step people would say is like, come up with a name. Once I see everybody saying that's the first step, then I'm like, noted. Okay, the first step is to have a name. Then when the second step now, let's say 2 people saying this, 1 person saying that, it's up to me to do like a little bit more digging. And that's kind of how like you get used to doing certain things. Like you train your mind to understand certain things. Researching can be very hard when like you have no one to turn to. I don't have a mentor. I have myself, my family, and I have God. Sometimes God doesn't answer right away. My family may not even know the answer either, and I may not know the answer. That's why when I'm making certain decisions, I just trust myself. This is what you think is right. Trust in God and trust in yourself. Trust in the things that you've learned and just do it. Like that's my mentality now. That's why I'm not really scared to do anything, because it's like I'll cross that road if I get there. Like if something goes left, I'll cross that road tomorrow. I ain't gonna worry about it today. Hi, how are you? I'm not sure if I contacted the right number. I have a question about filing an article of organization.
I don't think that is with us. I think you would need to go and call Fulton County.
I did, but no one answered the phone. I just wanted to know if, because I'm from New York, and in New York you're required to like publish your LLC in a newspaper. So I wanted to know if Georgia has the same requirements as well.
I don't have any information on that. We're a municipal court. We really only deal with city ordinances and traffic citations.
Okay, I understand. So you said I should call the Fulton County?
Fulton County?
Okay,
yes,
perfect.
ma'am.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a good one. Bye. Y'all see, that's easy. All you gotta do is call. Closes our Fulton County Superior Court and send. I called the wrong number.
We're trying to reach is not available to take your call.
That's what I'm saying. It says the clerk's authority. Georgia's numbers are not direct. New York number is just a one shot on the website to answer the phone. This is ghetto. My face is getting so fat. Okay, this SD card is about to give out. So I'm about to put my laundry in the machine, and I'm going to swap out my SD cards, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys. But I just try to call the county clerk's office because I need to see about opening up this LLC. However, I just wanted to record, so it kind of goes hand in hand with the question that a viewer had asked me. And the reason why I still told that girl what I was looking for was because it's a possibility that she could have known the answer to it. I always want to make sure like you still tell the person like, hey, this is the reason why I'm calling, and if they can direct you, they'll direct you. If they don't know, at least you can cross that off your list and say like, okay, that's not the right person for me to talk to. Okay, y'all, so I'm downstairs in my kitchen right now. I am literally starving. Like, I'm so hungry. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. It's currently 1 o'clock, and it's so crazy because it's like the point where I'm at right now. Earlier, I wanted to take a nap so bad. I'm not able to do that anymore. Like, I be up for the whole day, and I'm probably gonna stay all the way up until 3 o'clock and then repeat the cycle. I'm going to have more videos coming out that will primarily discuss certain topics. So if there are certain things that you guys want me to talk about as well, let me know, and I'll definitely make a video on it or incorporate it into a vlog. So what I plan on doing is I want to do vlogs, which the vlogs can incorporate business content. Probably 8 times out of 10 it will. I want to do individual sit down videos that are strictly on business topics. Best business credit cards for beginners. That's going to be a video I work on soon. How to manage and organize your business. How to increase your credit score. Why is credit important as a business owner? So those are some videos that you guys will be seeing coming out. I'm upset about this chemical peel because I'm like, I could have started recording those videos for y'all now, but the skin is peeling. I'm not sure if it's peeling faster or slower than the last peel. This side has not really peeled at all because you could see the demarcation line. So you see right here, this is all new skin. And it's the same thing with my cheek. It's all dead skin right here. So you guys see how the spots are darker? They're going to fade. And then especially after my chemical peel is finished, that's when the new skin is really gonna show. If you do get a chemical peel, don't judge off of what you see currently. Because I'm telling you, once your whole face is completely finished peeling, a few days after, your skin is gonna look super rejuvenated. And another thing too that I had to learn about chemical peels is that you will purge. I had gotten like a peel from someone before. This was about 2 years ago. My lack of knowledge is the reason why I did not go back to the person. I'm about to make some cheese eggs and some turkey bacon because I'm starving. Like, I'm literally super hungry. My baby comes out of school in 2 minutes, but I'm down the street. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the smartest thing for us to do. If we should go to the mall first and then go to the supermarket. I brought my work phone because sometimes I don't like to. I have to make sure I bring this charger back in the house too, because this is my computer charger. I didn't want to open my new charger yet. Sometimes I forget. Dang, what was I gonna say? Oh, sometimes I don't feel comfortable like recording on my camera, and I feel like the phone is like way easier. So that's why I brought my, well, I was gonna bring my phone regardless, but money. Oh, we're twinning. We're twinning.
Where your next will go at?
Huh?
Where your next will go at?
Shut up.
Just gotta let them know who I am.
Who? But who know? What you looking at? Sweatpants?
Yes.
On a date, kind of nervous.
What?
On a date, kind of nervous.
What's wrong?
Bro, look around. Okay, we talked about this morning. I said you're not gonna go to after school today, so I could take
I
you.
wasn't going to after school.
So I could take you to the mall, so we could get you some clothes. What's the problem?
No one.
I drove over here by myself when we had a whole discussion about
Why are
it.
they in jackets?
Why you minding people business?
You just find like I business in it.
Oh yeah, y'all. The guy in the store, he was flirting with me. Tell him, Kai.
Nothing for me to tell him. Just for you to try your shoes before you trip.
Yeah, he told me to tie my shoes, but like he was smiling dumb hard. Like he was like, you don't want to mess those up. And he's right in zone. That's why after my chemical peel, that's why every time I go outside, I'm gonna make sure I look somewhat cute, because men like that, they see a catch, they want it. You jealous?
What another? What? Look at her. Look at her mama, man. Look at her. That ain't my. That ain't my. That ain't my.
Good morning, y'all. So it is the next day. Right now it is almost 8:30. I don't know the exact time. See, I was right. It's 8:28. So I just dropped Malachi off at school. On the way back from dropping him off, I was just having like a little moment where I started thinking about a lot. And this happens to me like every morning. Some mornings it goes deeper than others. This was one of those mornings where it went way deeper. So I was sitting in the car driving home, and I was just thinking about the point where I'm at in life now and the point where I'm coming from. And it's like, I may not be I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be at in life, but I'm way further today than I was yesterday. I started thinking about a lot of things, not just with myself, but even with my parents, certain sacrifices that they had to make, just thinking about what they had to go through to get to the point where they currently are in their lives. And it was just like, I have to give thanks to God. I'm picking up this camera for a reason, because you know what? I'm not even supposed to be talking to y'all right now. I have to get ready. I want to leave out within the next hour to go do what I have to do for the day. We have a very busy day ahead of us. And I'm looking bummy. That should tell y'all everything. But my mom has this saying that when she's connected to God, when she's in the spirit, she has to act on it immediately. And I feel like that's what this is for me right now. So I'm thinking about everything, and I'm like, I'm really grateful for everything they have done. I'm grateful for where life is about to take us. I'm just really giving thanks. While giving thanks, I'm thinking about the fact that my mindset right now, today, within the last couple of months, is so completely different than what it has been for the last few years. There's this song that I connect to, and especially in a situation that I had went through that really transitioned me, like made me get to the point, like pushed me to get to the point where I'm at right now. I related with this so much, and I'm going to have a video that comes out that kind of like talks about, that kind of dives deeper into it. But in case anybody wants to know, the song is called Footsteps by August Alsina. Thinking about the song and thinking about points of the song that really relate to my life. And basically, the song starts off, he's like, God grant me patience to accept the things that I cannot change. I know sometimes there's going to be a way. I need a friend to help me through this day. So that was like the first part of the song. Like immediately, like if you connect, I connect to songs. So immediately it was like, I connected with that, right? He says, I want to be enraged, but something inside of me says, please be still. You have people in this world who really need you. It's a few that's going to say that they will never leave you, but some of them had to go or they were going to bleed you. They cannot go the places life is going to lead you. It's like, I know some of y'all just boom, like you just started thinking about mad stuff. So imagine when he's actually singing the song. And I was just thinking, like, I'm thinking about certain points in my life. This person left and immediately transitioned. Something different happened. Something spectacular came out of that person leaving my life. So he said, they cannot go to places life is gonna lead you. And where I see I'm at right now, the people from my past, if they had stayed, I had some friends. I had a couple of friends. Let me tell y'all, I had people who see my lifestyle even from way before I was even doing anything for myself. And I had a lot of people in my life who were leeches, but it took a situation for me to see it. The point where I'm at in my life right now, I'm grateful. I'm so happy that you're no longer a part of my life. I'm sitting here now because I'm about to end this with something because I really want y'all to think about this. Say for instance, you have a family member, right? You never really connected with this person. You have your reasons as to why you don't like them, you don't take to them. I want you to think about a situation like that, right? Some of you could relate. Say something happens, something unforeseen happens, and you have to move in with that family member. Now, every day you're living with this person, they're belittling you, they're making you feel unappreciated. You become what? You become uncomfortable. So what are you gonna do? You know what I would do? I would go get a job. I could make some money so I can move out. What is it that pushed you to develop that mindset? Because if you had a family member now, on the other hand, who welcomed you in, you love this family member, they're treating you like how you're supposed to be treated, guess what's gonna happen? That process of you wanting to move out is gonna become slower. You know you're gonna eventually have to leave their house, but you're not gonna put a rush on it like you would with a family member who makes you feel uncomfortable. I have a couple of sayings that really connect with me because these are things that I have developed because I've been through it. My favorite one is that in order to become successful, you have to become uncomfortable. I'm telling y'all, an uncomfortable situation will shift the trajectory of your entire life. I'm telling you. You have to be so fed up with what your life has to offer you that you become so uncomfortable that you start to make changes. Y'all don't know this, but it took somebody violating me, somebody that I love, like still love the person. It took them violating me in one of the worst ways possible for me to actually get up and say enough is enough. The business mindset was there. For some reason, I just could not unlock it to my full potential. Like, I can't wait to tell y'all that story time because it's just such a shifting moment. But I really went through something that was super uncomfortable. I was waking up every day and I wasn't hating life, but I was hating the position that I was in. I was hating the mindset that I was starting to develop. I didn't have nothing else. I only had business. I only had what I knew I was good at. In order to keep me sane, and then this wasn't even something that I had to sit down and tell myself. It was like, it just happened. I didn't get up and say, you know what? I'm about to start taking business serious. It just naturally happened. Why? Because I was uncomfortable. And because of the fact that I was uncomfortable, I said certain changes needed to be made in my life for me to get to a point where I'm no longer uncomfortable. So it got to a point where it was like every single day, I'm working towards something that's going to give me the lifestyle that I want. If you don't have something that you went through, you're going through in this moment to get up and push you, think about where you are right now and think about where you want to go. And I promise you, if you hold on to that as tight as possible, you're gonna start seeing changes made in your life.
I'm a dog, but I still wanna party. Things feel like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like Gabby, all of the Barbies is pretty. All of the Barbies is bad. It's girls, and we can play tag. Red, but he spank me when I get bad. I'm in LA, Rodeo Drive. I'm in New York, Madison Ave. I'm a Barbie girl. Pink Barbie dream house. The way Ken be killing shit got me yelling out like the scream house. Yelling out, we ain't selling out. We got money, but we ain't lending out. We got bars, but we ain't billing out. In that pink Ferrari, we pillin' out. I told Tay, bring the vibe, billing out. So cold, we just chillin' out. Baby, yelling out. It's Barbie, bitch, if you still in doubt. And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a dog, but I still wanna party. Pink feel like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a 10. Like Gabby.
But I really feel like I'm not coming back to this location anymore because I don't ever find anything here. But hopefully they have what I'm looking for.
But may not immediately appear on your transaction history with your financial institution. To authorize this transaction, press 1. Your payment in the amount of $1,900 will be drafted from bank account number 59.
There's certain stuff that I automatically know, okay, this is gonna be a part, like this is gonna strictly be for just the mentorship. How do I differentiate what to post on YouTube, free game, versus what I'm gonna have the program and things like that?
You make them subscribe to your OnlyFans or do a monthly subscription on a Patreon or something.
Because there's certain ebooks that I want to do that can be like text-based, but then there's other ones that I know if I was to make a text-based, it would be hard for them to like understand the information that's in there. They have it where you can make it like video format. So I was thinking more so about doing it like that to start out with, plus doing a call, maybe transition into having like a mentorship program. Yesterday I went to the warehouses. I went to 3 of them. They had nothing. Now this is a problem that I'm facing, and I feel like this is where the difficulties coming into play for me. I need to cut out the middleman and start dealing with the suppliers directly. So now it's a matter of me taking the time to sit down and figuring out like, okay, like calling the suppliers, asking them like, hey, like what's your requirements for opening up an account? Do you have a minimum order quantity? For some reason it's like I'm not making the call and I don't know why. And I have the information for some of them, but it's just like, why am I not making a call?
You're tired. You need like 2-3 days off, you know?
I have to give credit to yourself. I have a bad habit of not giving myself enough credit for the point where I'm at. I just be wanting to go like this. I don't ever stop and smell the roses and take in the beauty of certain things. Run straight past it. Y'all don't know how much I cherish the littlest things. I will cry when y'all, like, if y'all send me messages and stuff like that. I can't believe this is me because like I've been telling y'all, I never thought this was gonna happen. I never thought I was gonna be here. We gonna get rich together. Not rich, wealthy. We gonna be, I'm telling you, me and my subbies, like, we gonna be sitting at tables that I'm manifesting this. Me and my subscribers are going to be sitting at tables that people never envisioned for us to be sitting at. Period. Like, that's what's gonna happen. I see it. I see it. Because it's possible. It's so much money out here. So many different ways to make money. You don't have to limit yourself. Like, I was thinking about all my incomes and it's like, wow. When they get to a point where like they're really making money for real, like I'm talking about making money, it's gonna be like I don't have to do nothing, because at least if this business doesn't make money today, these other ones is making money. It's just so mind-blowing. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later.